Hello everyone and welcome back to Polly's Pretties again. Yes, again. This is another challenge for July. Okay? So, have you ever wanted to go back to a different time? Maybe one that was more fun? Maybe one that didn't speak so much hatred, so much crime, so much this, that? Maybe you just wanted to go back because of the way it made you feel. Okay, so, as we all know, my birthday is July. Okay, July 24th. Um, So I am a Leo, but I also have Cancer tendencies. And I am an 80s kid, okay? So we're talking 80s, way early 90s, okay? Like I graduated, and this is really going to telltale here. I graduated in early 1991. So this challenge is a coloring challenge, my friends, and we are going old school. Okay. So I'm sure some of you have heard of these people, and we're just going to go for it. You can color any of these, how many you want, how little you want, how often as you want. I don't care. As long as you at least do a page. I would like to see at least one page from all my friends. And you can use any medium that you like, whether it's colored pencils, whether it's markers, whether it's crayons, whether it's acrylic paint pens, whether it's water-based pens, whether it's Crayola markers, whatever your medium is, just go for it. Okay, so here's the only drawback, guys. There's only certain books I want pictures from in this. Anything Lisa Frank. Why? Because she was such a go-to, okay? And this is the only Lisa Frank book I own currently. Sadly enough, I think all my other ones went by the wayside. But anything Lisa Frank. Okay, I don't care if it's an adult coloring book like this. I don't care if it's a kid's coloring book. I don't care if it's free Lisa Frank pictures you print offline, which I'm going to show you more about that in a minute. But Lisa Frank is a go. She is welcome. Anything Lisa Frank. Okay? And here's what I mean by printable Lisa Franks. There are ones like this out there that you can print. And since I only had the one book, I thought, maybe I better go looking. Okay, here's another Lisa Frank. Free printable. All right. Well, another set. Excuse me, my throat's killing me today. Another thing you could do, and this is all remember, 80s baby here. Um, Another one is Gem and the Holograms. Okay, they were from the 80s. And then these guys were kind of all over the place, but they are a favorite of my son's, so they have to be in here. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay, you can color anything Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Anything Gem and the Holograms or the Misfits, because that was the opposite band to them. Like I said, anything Lisa Frank. And I'm sure most of you will recognize the guy I'm getting ready to lift up here now. If you don't, well, we might have an issue. Scooby! Anything Scooby-Doo with the original crew. Okay? So, like, obviously him and Shag. Another one here is him and the whole gang. Okay? So anything Scooby-Doo. And like I said, these can be kids' books. They can be adult coloring books. They could be print-offs like these. Okay, another one here for you. Rainbow Bright. Yes, ma'am, I'm bringing her to the party. Yes, ma'am. So we got some Rainbow Bright in here. All right. Let me get this one up here because some of these are... And these are on thick paper because I hate thin paper. Okay, so there's another Rainbow Bright. And then we have yet one more Rainbow Bright. Okay, so these are all invited to the party. Okay, you can color any of these kind. Okay, next, this one's a little bit more old school. Okay, I know everybody knows who Strawberry Shortcake is, but we ain't looking for that modern girl. We want old school Strawberry Shortcake. And you can get these in children's coloring books. You can find some printables online. So yeah, here's another old school Strawberry Shortcake. Here's another old school Strawberry Shortcake. And I think the cat's name is Custard, if I remember right. It's been a long while. May have to go watch a movie. But this is my coloring challenge. If you can do your diligence, and if you don't like these ones and you do your diligence and it's from the 80s, okay, it can be colored. Other ideas for this. Okay, and I don't have it yet. I'm hoping to be able to get the book. We'll see. Fingers crossed. There is a book out there on Amazon. It's a coloring book, but it's 80s, but it's like famous movie icons. And some of the ones in there are like Gremlins or Gizmo. There's Beetlejuice, of course, and there's Dirty Dancing, and I don't know what other ones, but it shows those on the cover. So any of those is also welcome, free, bring it in, color it up. Yeah. And like I said, use whatever medium you're comfortable using. I'm not going to tell you have to use any certain medium because I myself have alcohol markers, water-based markers. I have acrylic markers. I have over here all different kinds of colored pencils, metallic, neons, yada yada yada. Everything from Prima colored pens or Prisma colored pencils to Crayola colored pencils. I have crayons down there that are only Crayola. That is the only crayon I'll pick up. And then I have my gel crayons over here, which are not really crayons per se. They're like a watercolor medium. And I have watercolors up here. So you use whatever medium you're comfortable using. I want these pictures to be your best work. Have fun with it. Don't get serious and crazy and all that. Have fun with it. But stay with the 80s. Okay? I'll even give you to 1991 as long as it's early 91. If you can look it up and find it and make sure it's from then. Because some things are not. I do want to ask this. Please don't color Care Bears. Not for me. I was never a Care Bear fan. Um, that's just something I don't get into. But like I said, Lisa Frank, Scooby Doo, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Rainbow Bright, the old Strawberry Shortcake, Barbie and the Rockers were around in the 80s. If you can find pictures of those. Plenty of Barbie movies in the 80s. There was Gem and the Holograms. And the Misfits was a negative group in that cartoon. Um, yeah, and Lisa Frank has a ton of stuff. She really does. She has a ton of stuff. So this is my coloring challenge, and I think that it'll be fun. And like I said, you can color as many as you want. I'm not going to even give you a day to post. You can post Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's up to you. When you do it, though, I am going to ask that you use the hashtag 80s. Let me see how I'm going to do that. Let me write it down so I don't forget how I'm doing it either. Yeah, we're going to do hashtag 80s B-Day party coloring. So I'll show you what that looks like in a minute, and it looks like a big run-on sentence. This is going to be the hashtag for the coloring. And I'll put it on this when I put it up. But yeah, if it's from the 80s other than Care Bears, go ahead and color it. And if Care Bears is all you have and you want to take part, I guess I could just kind of grin and bear it. It's just they're not a favorite. So that's just that's going to be the coloring challenge, and like I said, you can post as many as you want. You could do 1, you could do 5, you could do 50. If coloring is your deal, go for it. Get in there and post them up, because I'm going to make this playlist so that everybody who comes along and wants to look at it they can see everybody's work. Use all your mediums that you use that you like that make you have fun with your coloring. If the background's a plain background, you hate plain backgrounds, add flavor. Okay, seriously, add flavor. Remember one thing though, with the 80s there was a lot of neon colors. Neon green, neon yellow, neon pink, so think of your neons. And try to incorporate them at least once or twice. You don't have to do it every page. But this is the 3rd challenge for July. The next thing I will bring you is a little something different. I don't know if I'll get any response on it or not. We'll see. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. I hope you will take part in this challenge because coloring is fun and it's good for you because it lets the body, the mind, and everything relax. and you can just have fun with color. And since this is 80s, you can really go crazy with it. I mean, you can have people with a big hair, you know, because 80s had big hair. Boy, did we. I remember. I don't think I could get my hair to stand up like that now. But we had big hair. We had neon. We had the leg warmers. We had the mesh gloves where your thumb stuck out, and we had the jelly bracelets and jelly shoes, and yeah, so like really 80s, 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 yes. Let's just have some fun. Until next time, though, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you'll participate and have some fun with it. I'd love to see what you all color. And please remember to smile. It is good for your face. I said so. Hug someone. It's good for you. It's good for them. It's medically proven. And please stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. And if you can't, fake it till you make it, please. So we don't add negativity into this world that's already crazy negative enough. We want to boost that positivity. I'm telling you, I just want to go sit crystals all the way around, you know, and like charge them and be like, hey, positivity, you know, and I know that's not a thing, but you know, I couldn't go all the way around the world. I can get that kind of money. Not worth that many crystals. So yeah, but I mean that's what I'd like to do, and just see if we could push some positivity. Anyway, again, thank you so much, and I hope to talk with you soon. Bye bye.